Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. The Body Beat down here on this Monday afternoon. If you've kept up with my channel, you know a couple days ago I announced kind of that I was going to change things up for this week. And by changing that up, what I really mean is we're going to do everything with dumbbells this week. And I may try to find some different moves to do, or I may stick to the tried and true. It really depends on what I feel at the moment. So today what I have wrote down is today what I have wrote down is some dumbbell squats and some Bulgarian split squats, which I've only tried maybe one time and I sucked at them, but I'm going to try and not suck at them enough to make this a worthwhile effort. So, and also we're going to be doing triceps, and I'm going to be doing the standard lay down 2-hand 1 dumbbell skull crushers. You know, that nice long exercise word there. So anyway, so, and I'm not sure yet because it's like 107 degrees in my office. Yes, I need an air unit, but I may hit the heavy bag today as well at some point. If I do that, that'll be a separate video. So anyway, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna try and do my best today and this whole week to try and kind of mix things up a little bit, and we'll just see how it goes. So hope you guys enjoy, stick around, and maybe we'll learn something new together. I don't know. Stick around, guys. All right, let's go ahead and try some dumbbell squats. And I'm gonna try and get the dumbbells up like a normal barbell kind of, the best I can. We'll see how it goes. We got 30s. Alright guys, so I cut out a lot of the video because it was just going to be a way too long video, and it's still over 17 minutes long, but I'm going to show a couple of sets with these, with each exercise that I do. This here's of course just some 30 pounds that we're doing. Again, I don't do these ever, so it's a little awkward, but I still get it done, and overall not too bad. And I'm trying to make sure that I go down at least parallel, but again, it's very difficult. I'm concentrating on holding the dumbbells and concentrating on moving and all that good stuff. So a little bit different than the standard barbell squats. And we're gonna move up a little bit. The next set I'll show will be my highest that I go in. That'll be 50s. 50 pound. So again, trying to get them situated to where I feel kind of comfortable, but it's kind of awkward, kind of odd. And I talked about some of this in the closing of the video, so I won't talk about too much, but just know that overall not too bad. I could see me doing these again at some point maybe. So yeah, let's move on to the next exercise. Alright guys, I'm going to try my luck at some Bulgarian squats. They're not going to be perfect, I'm sure, because I don't do them. But I'm going to just give them my best and hope that's enough. I have really bad balance, number one. Number two, my knees are not great. Number three, my hips and back and pelvic area are garbage. So number four, I may end up having to use like a stick or something to help keep me balanced, and I don't know if I'll be able to use a weight with that or not. We'll just kind of see. I'm going to try and do a trial set, a warm-up set, and just see how things go. Add on top of that my list of injuries and crap. I've got gout in my left big toe, which doesn't give me a lot of flexibility in my big toe, and plus it kind of can get aggravated if it's in kind of a weird position and I might be putting pressure on it or something. So we're going to do our best and see what we get. And I mean, I have horrible balance. So a couple of these sets are going to look bad, but not as bad as this first set. Just getting my foot used to being up that high and trying to get the balance. And again, if I try to bend that left big toe at all, it starts to be uncomfortable and kind of cramp up. And so I got to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. And that was my foot on all that. Final. And I just said something there. But yeah, not easy. But you're gonna. I'm not gonna be able to go all the way down. Let me finish talking. This bench is 21 inches tall. That's a tall bench. So I'm not gonna be able to go all the way down. Talk. Is that all that guy does? Anyway, my later sets that I did were quite a bit better, and you'll see that with the one weighted set that I'm gonna share with you, and not too bad. So again, it's not picture perfect, but not too bad just for someone who's trying it out and getting the feel for it. And so yeah, you'll see that the weighted set that I share with you looks a little bit better. So we'll wait. Try this side again. We'll wait for that to judge. That's my foot on the bench. Yeah. If I do those, I may have to not use any weight at all. So that's just how it has to be. And like I said, that's a very tall bench. And so I'm gonna carry on and do the best I can. And if I can add a 20 pound dumbbell, okay. If not, well, okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and hold some 20 pound dumbbells and do a set and see how that goes. I'm assuming I can use 2 or 1. I don't know. I'm just gonna use 2, see how it goes. So here we are. Like I said, we got the 20s, and you know, getting myself set up is kind of tricky, of course. Like I mentioned, my balance is that of a ball rolling down a hill. So, but I found myself pretty happy with what I did, and I know it's probably still not picture perfect, you know, textbook form, but it's a start, and you know, we got to start somewhere, guys. And yeah, so at least I'm balancing a little bit there, and I'm not falling all over too bad. And the following sets that I did were pretty much the same, not too bad. So, you know, it takes time to learn some of these movements, especially those that really depend on some balance, and that some of us might not have. So yeah, anyway, guys, let's move on to the next exercise and get this done. All right, guys, we're moving on to the 1 dumbbell, 2 hand skull crushers that I do, starting with the 50s. We're going to do 2 sets of 50s, and then probably 2 sets of the 100s, and then probably 2 sets of the 80s. We'll see how I feel. So again, for those of you that don't know, really, this is one of my very favorite exercises. It's one exercise that I kind of don't look forward to because it hurts so bad once I go up to the heavy weights, because it's just that much, you know, it's a lot of strain on that tricep. And you'll notice that I don't come straight up over my head whenever I go to that full extension there. I keep the weights back behind my head because I just like the way it feels when it
stretches out my tricep, and then I kind of keep it right there where I'm stopping. It just kind of keeps the weight on my tricep.
And guys, I wear a belt when I do these really heavy because I have a problem here that gets aggravated when I go heavy. So having the belt up high helps to keep pressure on it, and allows me to do them without a whole lot of pain. And I wear the gloves with the 100s because when you're holding on the inside of those dumbbells, these are single plate dumbbells, they tend to squish your finger in between the thumb and the index in here. So when you're like that, it gets caught between the weight plate and the collar. So I'll usually, if I remember, I wear gloves. So we're gonna do the 100s. I don't know if I'm gonna go and worry about getting sets of 10. I'm hot and I'm ready to be done. So I may just push out a couple sets of 5, but that's better than nothing. Pounds. Set 1.
So these here are the big boys. These right here will wear you out, and it always taxes my left tricep more so, or even my whole entire left arm. If you could get a close-up of them, if you were here to watch, you'd see it. My left arm really starts shaking after about 5 reps, and so anytime I get more than 5 reps, which is pretty much all the time with these, you know, it's pushing me pretty good. But you'll notice I didn't stop at 5. I went ahead and got my normal 10 because that's just how I roll, guys. Roll and roll. All right, guys, and just like that, we are done with this first day of this new kind of routine. This is only, I'm just doing this week. It's not like something I'm doing for a long period of time. It's just this week to kind of mix things up a little bit. So the dumbbell squats were awkward. I know some people that hold the dumbbells down to their sides and do the squats, but for me that's almost like doing a Romanian deadlift or stiff leg deadlift, or depending on how you do it, just a standard deadlift. So my opinion on how I wanted to do them was I want to get the weights up here where I still feel like I'm doing a squat. And I know some people hold them up as well, but I've seen a lot of people over the years hold them down. So anyway, they were not easy getting them into place and feeling comfortable with them. And also, if you know my body, if you know my problems, I have really bad shoulders, and it was burning. Mostly my left one had that burn, like, you know, where you want to scream kind of burn. Whew, painful. But we got through it, and that's how you got to do. You just got to breathe through it and get yourself through the set, and then go relax for a second. And on the Bulgarian split squats, if that's what I'm doing there, I think that's what I'm doing. Of course, I did the couple of sets with the body weight, and as you can tell, I do have a balance problem, and I've mentioned that before. So anyway, you did see I went up to the 20s, and I know some people, I believe, will use 1 dumbbell, and some people will hold 2 dumbbells. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and hold 2 dumbbells just for the sake of feeling like I'm balanced, and, you know, not just balanced, you know, from falling over, but just balanced. I'm holding 2 dumbbells. So anyway, They did feel kind of like they gave me a little bit of balance, a little bit, once I got going and I had to focus and all that. You'll notice I was really trying to stay focused on I had a couple spots over here on my wall I was trying to stay focused on. So, it is what it is. It was something new. Again, I've got limited range of motion because of my problems. Pardon me. And again, that bench is 21 inches tall, which is way tall. So, I did what I could, and I felt it. I can feel that I got a little workout. So that's what matters. And then finishing off the day with those tricep, 1 dumbbell, 2-hand skull crusher thingies that I do. Boy, those are tough. They never get any easier, guys, ever. They just never do. So, anyway, overall, a decent start to kind of a different little week that I'm giving myself. So, I'm glad to be done. So, anyway, guys, I hope I give you a little inspiration to maybe, do something good and healthy for yourself inside and out. And it's not easy. You're going to suffer a little bit. There's some suffering. Even if you enjoy what you're doing, you're going to suffer a little bit. All right, so be prepared. So if I help you along in any sort of fashion, any sort of way, guys, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, your sweaty, nasty host. And don't forget, get up, get out, get red, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown tomorrow. See ya.
Get up, get out, get red, and do it.